Hey everybody, it's Garrett from Go with Garrett. We're officially in spooky season and there's still plenty of time to do some Halloween DIYs, so that's exactly what we'll be doing in this video. I'm going to share with y'all 3 Halloween DIYs that I have had pinned on my Pinterest for quite some time now, and I finally want to give them a try, so let's tackle them together. Stick around to see how they turn out, and without further ado, let's get into it. For the first DIY, I grabbed a 14-inch grapevine wreath from Michael's, super affordable. With a coupon, it ended up being less than $3 or $4. I'm also using a book that I grabbed from Dollar Tree, and I'm using a free bat template that I just Googled, free printable bat template, and I found one that I liked. So I cut out one of the bats on the page, then I traced the outline of that bat on one of the book pages. I started with one and I used a pen to do this just to see if this would work out the way I wanted it to. I wanted to make sure that it looked right and that these bats were the best size for this project, and it turns out that they were. So once I traced the first bat, I ripped out the page from the book and then I very carefully cut out the shape of the bat. Now this did take a little bit of time, and it would probably be a lot easier and much faster if you have a Cricut, which I don't have one yet, but that would be a nice little investment to make projects like this. You could really quickly cut out a lot of these bats. I ended up cutting out 8 total, and in order to apply them to the wreath and in order to keep this as mess free as possible, I'm just going to use some masking tape that I had on hand. I tore off very small pieces and rolled them up to place on the back of each bat, and then just stuck them right onto the wreath, and they actually held on very well. And you'll notice as you're cutting out each bat, you might have a little pencil line or pen line left over, but don't worry about that. Just flip it right on over so that it's not showing and use the other side. I love this project because of how simple and easy it is to make, and for only a few dollars, it does kind of have a high-end look to it. DIY number 2 is another super easy one. We're going to grab 3 picture frames from Dollar Tree, all in different sizes and with different frames, and we're going to take them all apart, removing the backs and the little pieces of paper inside if there is one. And we're not going to be using the glass in this project, so I'm just setting that off to the side for now. Once I deconstructed all of the frames, I took a little bit of Rust-Oleum black spray paint and a flat finish and gave all of the frames a nice good coating. While the frames dry, I went back inside and again grabbed my little book from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to freehand a few little ghost friends on a few of the pages in the book. I'm doing them in different sizes and just kind of randomly in order to fit each frame. So you can definitely have fun with this and make them as big or as small as you want, and give them some character if you'd like as well. Once I had drawn my 3 little ghost friends, I tore out the pages and very carefully cut out each one. These were a lot easier to cut out than the bats just because there were fewer curves and details to cut around. But again, this might be something that could be made a lot easier and quicker if you had a Cricut, and you could cut out a lot more if you'd like. So just keep that in mind, but these are not too hard to cut out. Once I got them cut out, I wanted to add some little eyes, and really the easiest way to do this is with a single hole punch. So I just randomly kind of went through and punched 2 little eyes in, and immediately on the first one I got it totally off kilter, and so I paused for a second and was like, you know what, we're gonna make this work. It'll just be kind of a kooky little ghost. The other 2 went on much more evenly. Then I went and grabbed our frames since they were dried, and I also spray painted little pieces of paper to go in each one to serve as a background. I reassembled all of the frames without the glass like we discussed earlier, and then once I had them all assembled, it was time to put on our little ghost friends. And again, to keep it simple and mess free, I'm just going to use a little bit of tape to pop right on the back of each ghost. and then put it right in the middle of each frame. I think these are super simple, again, very easy for anyone to do, but they still have a classy, almost store-bought look to them. For the third DIY, I'm going to be using some of these dried branches from the craft store, and once again, my favorite little book from Dollar Tree. It's coming in really handy for all of these Pinterest-inspired projects. I'm going to use another bat template. I liked this one as well, so I wanted to switch it up for this project. It's different from the first one, but like the first project, I'm going to cut out one of the bats and then use that to trace it onto a few of the pages from the book. Same process as the first project, and I ended up tracing and cutting out 9 of these bats total. Again, this could be made much easier if you have a Cricut. You just pop the book pages onto your Cricut mat and cut out as many bats as you like, but I did 9 total. From there, I popped the dried branches into the vase that I have sitting at my entryway, and immediately it's already giving a spooky Halloween look to it, but I want to add these bats that we just cut out. So once again, I'm using a little bit of tape to keep it easy and mess-free, rolling up little pieces onto each one to put on the back, and then popping it right onto the branches. I placed them throughout the branches randomly, so it looks like these bats are kind of taking flight through the woods, the spooky haunted forest, and then I actually ended up moving the vase to my TV cabinets because I liked how it looked there, and I love the little pop of Halloween that this adds to my space. Alright y'all, that wraps up this video of Pinterest-inspired Halloween DIYs. I personally love all of them, and I'm really feeling this book page as a craft medium right now, but it might be overkill if I keep doing that, so I'll just let it be these 3 for now. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments, and if you plan to make any of these yourself. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and consider sharing this video with someone who you think might need a little Halloween DIY inspiration. There's still time, we're only halfway through October, and before you head out, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel. I would really appreciate having you here as I continue to share affordable DIYs, home decor, and other home related content. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see y'all in the next one.